This chart shows two seemingly identical career paths starting on day one, but as you follow the lines over decades, they diverge exponentially into vastly different financial outcomes based on a single decision made before the first day of work. That massive gap you see here represents hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost lifetime earnings. Accepting a slightly lower initial offer mathematically suppresses the compounding effect of every single annual increment, bonus, and promotion you will ever receive. In the corporate world, negotiating that initial salary is an expected standard of doing business. Employers anticipate a professional discussion about compensation, yet most new graduates walk into these conversations paralyzed. There is an intense fear that asking for a higher number will cause an employer to instantly rescind the job offer. Driven by that fear, candidates often accept the very first number presented by human resources. They take the deal immediately, simply to relieve the anxiety of the job hunt. Surrendering to the fear of negotiation does not protect your career. It permanently handicaps the baseline of your lifetime wealth. The actual negotiation starts long before you sit down at the table, beginning with a strict process called salary benchmarking. You need to cross-reference industry reports, check job portals, and tap into your professional networks. This research establishes an objective, realistic target for your specific skill level and location. This maps out a typical salary band. Once you plot your target median line, deploy anchoring by presenting a data-backed range significantly above that target. This strong anchor pulls the scope of the upcoming counteroffer upwards, establishing a much higher floor. This requires precise, data-backed ranges grounded in your market research. Throwing out arbitrary numbers based on emotional demands will backfire. If you want to master these career growth frameworks, take a second to subscribe to Corporate Elevate for weekly strategies. Deploying a strategic anchor puts you in control. You transition from being a passive recipient of whatever an organization decides to offer to the active driver of your own market valuation. Your bargaining position strengthens significantly if you hold multiple job offers. In HR terms, this is a standard scenario, not a hostile threat. You politely inform the hiring manager that you are evaluating multiple opportunities and ask if they can review their compensation package to remain competitive. Managing this friction requires absolute emotional composure. Treat the conversation as a calm, collaborative business discussion, keeping your tone strictly professional. Sometimes you will encounter a capped salary. This is a mathematical reality where the organization's pay band strictly prevents them from increasing the base pay, regardless of your leverage. This chart breaks down total compensation. When the base salary slice hits its absolute maximum limit, negotiate to expand slices for bonuses and incentives. Then pivot to non-monetary alternatives, demanding additions like hybrid schedules, learning budgets, or accelerated performance reviews. A rigid limit on your base salary is a pivot point. You use that limit to capture equivalent financial and lifestyle value elsewhere in the contract. The roles of the table are evolving quickly. Organizations are adopting skills-based compensation models, shifting how they evaluate incoming talent. Employers are currently paying premiums for modern proficiencies. They want to see AI literacy, an understanding of digital transformation, and advanced business communication. New graduates can bypass the traditional lack of experience by proving their impact. Showing a digital portfolio with measurable project outcomes provides hard evidence of your capabilities. Here is your immediate action plan. Step 1. Inventory your technical skills right now and find 3 distinct market benchmarks for your specific profile. Step 2. Calculate your data-backed anchor range. Have that precise number ready before you ever step foot in the interview room. Step 3. Outline your total compensation priorities. Know exactly which bonuses, budgets, or schedule changes you will ask for if the base salary is firmly capped. Remember, hiring managers are watching how you handle this process. Advocating for your own value respectfully is often viewed as your very first test of corporate leadership. Mastering negotiation early breaks the fresher disadvantage. By researching your value and anchoring strategically, you set a precedent that establishes you as a highly respected, high-income asset from day one.